It's Florida.
Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It's Saturday and we're hanging out with the UEC. So special thanks goes out to everyone in the UEC for once again allowing us to film their incredible battles. And this one is at Nicodemus Hill. So, so we'll do some history first. This is actually a pretty important part of the battlefield. What you're looking at here right in front of us is the Miller cornfield. That's the Miller farm that you see right ahead of us. The famous Miller cornfield right there. To the front, you see way in the distance the Mumma farm on fire. And if you were to continue on past the West Woods to our right, you would see the Dunker Church on down the turnpike. That is the Hagerstown Turnpike right there. So this position was actually held by JEB Stuart and his cavalry early on in the day. You see all the artillery pieces. These guys actually took place in what is known as artillery hell, opening up on the Union positions back here in the North Woods when they were coming out this way to go into the cornfield on the early morning of September 17th, 1862. Excuse me. And so what we have for you today is a battle between the Jenkins Brigade and 8th Florida versus the 51st New York and 1st Virginia. So 1st Virginia, new to the channel, so welcome aboard, guys. Appreciate you being here. Love having you. Like to see the new blood in the UEC. So there's Hog and your 8th Florida. There's Spilka. I'm hoping, Spilka, you can help me out with the footage. We crashed on the last battle, the server crash, and missed the whole last half of that battle. So if you're coming to see this, you'll probably have seen the earlier video where it was just half first-person footage. So apologize for that, but I can't control the server crashes. But it was one of those old school ones where I had to reboot the whole computer, so it was pretty disastrous. But we'll see if we can't make it up. Here's your 51st New York under Major Venom, large unit as usual. And here is your 1st Virginia. Playing music. Can't listen to that, guys. YouTube the way it is. We can't hang around guys playing music. So typically what you're going to get in this battle is, this is your point of contention right here in this corner. And you'll see half the guys trying to hold this position, and they'll go left to right into this courtyard here behind the house if necessary, sometimes even into the rocks. As Confederates, they are on defense. The Virginia cavalry here have the better weaponry. They've got a lot of pistols, and they're going to have the sharps. And so that's the better unit, but the smaller unit, and typically they will come up the hill trying to defend the Union coming through these woods. As the Union player, they do like to come through those woods quite a bit. They feel they have a lot of cover, but occasionally you'll also see them coming down this road and hooking a left and trying to get into the courtyard of this house and put pressure on the point of contention. Now, this week we have pretty much a 2v2, so we've got 2 units versus 2 units, and that means that we're probably going to get spread out. We won't be able to see everything that there is to see on the battlefield, but we'll do the very best to try to keep everybody informed and what's going on. So thank you all for being here. We've got about a minute before this battle begins. So let's get this party started. So we are actually expecting some snowstorms late Sunday night. This is Saturday night. Late Sunday night, we are expected to get possibly up to 20 inches of snow, which is fine. I've got a lot of work to do anyway, and I've got a lot of stuff recorded. And so for my work life, I'll just be doing a lot of editing early part of next week anyway. And hopefully that'll give me time to edit these videos together as well.
Ready.
Company, take aim.
Take
Where, 200 yards.
At the cannon.
Fire. Kneel and load.
Kneel and low.
Kneel.
Yeah, I think we got 2 of them actually.
Yeah, they can't.
Oh,
they can't. They
great.
can't. They can't operate that cannon.
That's annoying.
Too accurate. They just can't. And it's all skirmishing the kids.
It is, yeah.
So we've got like 10 of them
Yeah.
in reality.
Alright, I see one unit shifting left, so we might have to shift left inside.
All right, we see, just like Hog does, one unit going to the right.
Company rise up.
Looks like that's the 51st, and one unit going to the left, he said.
Double quick forward march.
Oh!
They hit the stop.
Massive artillery just missed that.
Go, go, go.
That's the Union artillery taking revenge for those early pot shots. So it looks like 1st Virginia coming this way against 8th Florida. So we've got David versus Goliath again. The smallest Union regiment coming after the larger Confederate regiment. And the large Union regiment going after the smaller but more deadly weaponry of the smaller Confederate regiment. Hog and the boys still going. Virginia stopped at the rocks. Hard to hit a moving target. They're going to try to find the edge of the map. A lot of splinters. And Virginia getting into the rocks for protection. And Hog still moving. Hog trying to use
Halt, right base.
their experience against the Virginians here. We'll see if the Floridians can do it. There's a lot of cover there in those rocks. Yeah, Virginia's still alive. And Hog and the boys without cover in the middle of the field.
Tenéis tiempo, Oficial y bandera, como dice él. Vale, distraerle, carga los aliados.
Ooh, and you see some Florida dropping. Hog's got the guys on the move again, but it didn't save the lives of at least 4 or 5 of those men. Artillery coming in. Hog and the boys at the edge of the fence.
Oh, we're deserting. Fuck.
They're out of bounds. Oh, he's like, oh shit, trying to get away. Oh no, here come the 51st. 8th Florida completely enveloped by the Union. I heard the hiss before I saw a blue belly. And the 8th Florida completely destroyed by the Union. But it looks like Jenkins Brigade coming in on their backs, doing the best they can with no cover. And 51st going to make quick work of the Virginians here. So great work by the 51st and 1st Virginia so far in this match. And the Union in early control of this battle. Venom with a massive blow to the Confederates. Great flanking attack there. And if these Union guys can fight together and stick together as one group, they're going to be successful. You can see their Venom going straight for the point of contention. He is not messing around here. I like the aggressive play. And you can see most of the Union, some of them are stuck back here. Haven't got the command to leave yet, although their flag is gone. And it looks like Cut. Is that how you pronounce that name? I'm not really sure. And here they are, Union right on the point of contention, forcing the Confederates to do something. The Virginia flag just running all by themselves, trying to find his regiment.
Let's change.
And this looks like the Florida here. Yep. And what's left is, yep, there's dishonor in the Jenkins Brigade. Confederates moving together and falling in around their artillery. There's McClellan and Fritsch and Hoffman. You also get...
Give him hell, Mormons.
We fucking do.
Give him hell, boys!
And it's working. You see that they've jumped behind the fence there, using the stone wall as cover. But the Confederates pushed back on their heels early. Ooh, large cannon blast. That's going to get the attention of these Yankees.
Yeah.
And 1st Virginia moved her way to the right side. And you can see the flag coming down. Florida looks like they're coming this way. Florida and Jenkins Brigade as one unit coming down the left-hand side of the battlefield. And Hog out front as he normally is. But the counterattack is in effect. 19:54 left in the battle. Hog shot dead.
Take it.
And
Left wing, take ready.
Fire.
the Union still holding on. 1st Virginia sharpshooters here. Shooting the captain on his way to the fence. Polyhaw taking over.
Compañía.
And the 51st reinforcements coming in. Still shooting up the hill at that artillery. Oh, more artillery coming in. But not really killing a whole lot of guys. You see 1st Virginia under heavy fire from the Floridians here. Flag hit the ground.
Company ceasefire.
Hog is back, and there's your Jenkins Brigade, Dishonor right beside him. Confederates know they're going to have to stick together if they're going to have any chance in this battle.
About to move up, boys. Be ready.
But the Union already in a strong position here, and Virginia moving away, using the brick outhouse as cover.
Boys, double columns.
So Virginians new to the channel, but making their presence known. Here come the Floridians, right down the fence line, and Virginia getting the hell out of there.
Let's go in this corner right here, boys.
Slow it down, boys.
Hold up
Slow it
this
back and
fence
bully if
right
you
here.
have it.
Independent?
Yeah.
Independent. Taking their fire. To our left.
And so the Florida using the corner, and you see the 51st moving on, using the Confederate tactic of holding the point of contention. And Virginia really taking a lot of shots from the Floridians here and Jenkins Brigade, and not many of them left. They're going to have to get out of there. But I like it. They're right up front, man. Those guys are, like Schimmel said in the last battle, they got some balls on them. All right, looks like Jenkins Brigade crossing the road here, trying to get an angle on those 51st Serpents. And the Florida on the move, in behind the house. Yep, we're going to have a bit of a pincer here. Florida's going to come around and hit the 51st on the flank. And they see it happening. 51st, no rookies. They're getting out of there across the fence to cover. They know the Florida's going to be heading this way. But Hog poked out and saw it and then kind of came back, and they're going to have to rethink this. Not able to surprise the 51st. But Jenkins Brigade's still on their backs.
On the east-south.
And Florida thinking better of it. Left facing out of there, coming back toward the position of Jenkins Brigade here. And Virginia out in the rocks. So 51st, man, really setting the anchor position of the Union line here. And you can see Florida moving off all the way into the rocks. They want to get in behind these Union.
But they only have like fucking 8 guys.
And facing off against the 1st Virginia, who's shooting into the backs of Jenkins Brigade.
Right wing. Rocks in front with the flag.
And now 1st Virginia under heavy fire.
Big time.
And you see the 51st knowing that they're not the... ooh, a large artillery blast one more time. 51st changing position into the middle of the road. Look at these men. They don't give a shit about your cover.
I'm still on one line. There should not be people behind.
See more cannonballs coming in. And Captain Livingston.
Somebody, after you are done reloading, step forward if there's a spot, or go to the right on line.
Fire.
And Jenkins Brigade also on the move in behind the Florida. Florida also on the move, going right for the 1st Virginia. But 1st Virginia's got quite a few men here, but they're not sticking around to get an invitation from the Florida. They're getting the hell out of there. And running back to the protection of the 51st. Hog using the pistol.
Right wing, take aim.
Right wing, take aim.
And they have turned. They are turning the 51st. They're going to have their backs to that artillery. And here comes Jenkins Brigade. So the Confederacy working together now. This is what they're going to need to do if they're going to be able to push back these snakes. 51st really playing well today. So is the Virginia. Here they come. Virginia on the move. I like this aggressive play by the Virginia. They're new to the channel, but they're playing right along, just as the 8th Florida, 8th Alabama, and other UEC regiments often do. And you see more. Jenkins Brigade, again, on the move, going back to the other rocks, under the aim of the Virginians. Meanwhile, 51st, once again, behind the wall. They've got their backs to the Confederate artillery, daring those Confederates under Fritsch and Hoffman to put a cannonball in their backside. And Virginia now in the corner. So we flipped the coin here, but we've still got 13 minutes left in this counterattack, and the Confederates have not really shown any push toward the point of contention. So Hogg knows he's going to have to get up there, and hopefully the Jenkins Brigade will follow. Hogg moving his boys into the open field, ignoring the fence as cover. Perhaps trying to draw out. Oh, the flagman goes down. Florida just taking shots as they move across the open field. Jenkins Brigade still in the rocks. He wants to get on either side. He wants to create a pincer, but he's going to have men left to do so. And the Florida still running. Oh, flagman down again. And Sergeant Jackson's got it this time. And Hogg's men finally make it to the protection of the snake rail fence.
Took heavy losses, Captain.
And you heard it. They took heavy losses. They know it. But they've done what they meant to do. They've split. And they're on either side of the Union.
Hey.
So the Union will not be able to concentrate their fire. However, they've only got to hold this position for another 12 and a half minutes. But you can see the Confederates are wearing down on the 51st. And here they come. Oh, a massive battery attack there. 51st coming up the hill. And the Confederates are engaged. So Confederates taking massive losses in this battle. 1st Virginia holding the point of contention. And what's left of the 51st after that cannon coming up the hill here. But they don't have the numbers to face off against the Floridians, and they've already crossed the road and coming this way. Hogg and the boys got their dander up. They're coming down on the 51st now. And the 51st trying to leave the area, but there are fewer men to do it. 1st Virginia have abandoned the point of contention, and they've ran behind the shithouse. And now the Florida only have to sweep down and take that. And here comes Polly Haw with the reinforcements now. So Hogg can't really see behind that tree right there. And there are not many 51st left here holding this point of contention. So now all the Florida have to do is come down and take this spot. But do they know it? Can they see it? Still holding on to this position.
Double quick.
Yeah, you hear it. Double quick. Forward march. Oh, but he waited long enough. Here come the Yankees one more time. 1st Virginia back to the point of contention. But they're crossing the road, and the Florida have slowed to engage. But here comes Jenkins Brigade on the backside. Jenkins Brigade forcing the point of contention away from the Union, and the Florida on the other side pinching down on the Union, who are in the field. A little bit of confusion here, a lot of blue bellies going down. And you hear the Confederates have now got the Union engaged as well, and that blue line is bleeding away fast. Lieutenant Colonel Dishonor on the point of contention. Oh, Hogg of the 8th Florida taking a massive artillery blast. But this counterattack is about to be history as the Confederates have strong-armed the Union out of that position. I'm not going to call that a coordinated attack, but it did work out for the Confederates. Pressure from both sides really forced the Union, and some key artillery hits as well.
It
Here the boys very happy about that situation. But they've still got to get it back. The Confederates
Right, boys, we're gonna get behind the stone fence.
holding the point of contention for now, but they've got to do it for another couple minutes in order to turn that counterattack off.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
All right, so Florida back behind the stone shithouse here, facing off against some Union, but they're leaving the area. There aren't many of them left, and they're getting the hell out of Dodge.
that right flank, we lost the right flank.
And the Union, you know, Hogg's right about that right flank. Union on the right flank here. Jenkins Brigade hopping the fence, trying to get to some protection. And this is probably the 51st here. Yeah, we got Venom back. Not all of his boys. Captain Livington here as well. A small band. Oh, massive artillery on the Jenkins Brigade. Wow. Oh, my God. Half of their guys or more have been totally blasted in one shot. But there it is. The counterattack has been wiped away. We've got 34 minutes left in this battle. Both units engaged, and Hogg moving out into the stones in the open field. And Jenkins Brigade, Hogg has no way of knowing this, but there just are not many of them left.
Stay by the stone wall, just crouch to reload, boys, and pop up the chute. Crouch to reload, pop up the chute. Boys, right here on the stone.
More artillery. Man, you can't live on that point of contention. Those 51st guys are just too good with that artillery piece. And here's Hogg coming back to reinforce Jenkins Brigade.
Yeah, let's show them how long range firing, sir.
And 51st New York getting all of their reinforcements coming through the field on their way. So Hogg and the boys going to have their work cut out for them here.
Right wing, make ready.
Take
Big reloads by the right flank.
Fire!
Venom sees his massive wave of reinforcements coming in. Oh! Ooh, artillery coming in as well. There's no safe spot on this field. Jenkins Brigade have their numbers back now. Their reinforcements have re-arrived. And it looks like the whole Union Army swung around to the Confederate right.
Right face.
Right face.
Forward march.
And Polyhaw in command. Looks like Hogg was killed there. Probably artillery, man. There's been so much of it. Oh, my God. Speaking of, there we go again. Jesus, these guys need more attention because you know who they are. Turnling, Silver Smurfin, Private Utley, Jesse, Lizard.
They are walking along.
Grade A killers right here. These guys know.
Ready and fire. Probably is so gonna complain about that one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna love every second.
Just reply
Too
with
late,
saying,
okay.
smell.
Yeah.
Look how accurate, though. They hit right in the position where the Florida were just seconds before. So if you're in a fixed position, you're going to have a hard time with that 51st Artillery. They're really showing their merit today. And Jenkins Brigade crossing the road. Hogg in the Florida, what's left of them coming up this way. Polyhaw, up, Hogg is back.
The forest there,
White.
yeah. Buffalo's left.
So much trust between these two officers, man. If Hogg goes down, Polyhaw just takes right over.
It must have fell.
Does a great job.
Remember, Polly, how we can go in through the woods.
Hey, we're
as well
losing
if we
point.
need to.
No, we're not. There's a DK.
Yeah, it's just decay. All right, Jenkins Brigade putting pressure on the 51st. They got their backs turned to the Florida, who's coming up across the hill. Polyhaw in behind the 51st.
Right wing. Right wing A.
Do they see it? They're about to. Yeah, they see it. They're hopping the fence. And the Florida in the open field on the hill.
Right, break lows, right face.
Break loads, right face, double quick.
Break low.
On me, boys, on me.
All right, you see them. They're trying to get the boys into the woods here. Polyhaw wanted to put some pressure right on there. It was a good call. I didn't see a lot of 51st go down, though. It's really hard to keep your to aim straight when you're so excited. But the 51st not falling for it, coming to the corner.
Back on the wall, boys.
Moving up all
Make your
right.
shots count.
Okay, break reload. Charge the rear. Charge the rear.
Charge the rear. Break reloads behind us. Charge the rear.
All right, you see Jenkins Brigade coming in behind them. 51st doing their best. Not a lot of Jenkins Brigade here, but this may bring the Florida in on a charge. Let's see if the Florida can take advantage of this, if they even see it. I don't think they do. They're in the woods here.
JB lost their flag. I think they're pushing.
Yeah, JB have given themselves up, I think.
Yeah, I think JB wanted to get the Florida to charge, but Florida just too far away. They couldn't see it. They did see that the JB's flag went down, and you see it there. That Virginia flag draped over the fence.
Yeah, we're okay, bro.
So 51st here, but not a lot of leadership left. They're going to have to wait for Venom or Livington to come back in. Florida on the move. So Florida's using this opportunity to come in to the road here. Right on the edge. They're going to crest this hill on the flank of the 51st.
Right wing, aim.
Left wing at the ready.
Right in front of us. Independent fire.
And 1st Virginia coming up to support 51st. 8th Florida's here, but they've got a fence and a hill in their way to do any kind of damage. But they are pouring fire into the 51st, and it's having an effect. You can see 51st moving off, leaving the area.
Alto, alto. Línea, no, línea del camino, línea del camino.
Hey, thanks for the raiding party, man. I appreciate that. And you see Venom here in the corner. He's back in. So we'll see what they can do. Florida getting out of the road, back on the fence line, and Hogg moving his men down the row. And Jenkins Brigade without a flag. Going to be hard to help here. Virginia come in, and they've hopped the fence here. And Florida facing 2 independent units. And they're kind of exposed here out in the open. Where is Jenkins Brigade? Up there they are in the field. They're going to come in from behind the Florida, if there's any Florida left by the time they get here. Oh, you saw one of the Confederates go and grab that flag. That was Sergeant Jackson. Brave move to get that Jenkins Brigade flag. And the Florida retreating back to the corner under heavy fire, but the Jenkins Brigade coming right in here to help. And Hogg going up to do some reconnaissance here. All he's going to see is a whole damn state full of bluebellies.
Quick look.
They're waiting for us in the road.
Loads and bayonets on, boys.
Loads of bayonets, gents. We can either go to the road, Polyar, or we can flank
Well,
through the woods.
let's use the cover they always use. It means in the forest. Oh, they're from the right, Captain, sir. They're coming from the right.
Company
You see
double quick
Dishonor.
on
Yep,
march.
there they are. Venom not giving the Florida time to attack. They're going to attack themselves. And Florida coming up to use the stone wall. These boys are close enough to smell each other. Hogg goes down. Flag goes down.
Company, break reload by the right flank. Break reload.
And just bloodshed on both sides. Men falling in droves. And the 51st moving off.
Ceasefire. I get rifles out, boys. Rifles out. Ceasefire.
Dishonor still alive, but it looks like all the Florida leadership has been gunned down. Oh, and they've already been flanked here. Look at this. Is this Virginia? Or the 51st, or both. And now the Union getting the point of contention back. That was the 51st and Virginia. Confederates once again losing the point of contention, and now they are taking losses. So they've allowed themselves to be pushed back into this corner, and the Union not letting up. Here come the 51st on the charge, but they're getting a counter charge by Hogg and the Florida, and here come the Virginians. Mass chaos at Nicodemus Hill. Well, it had to finally come to this eventually. That's one way to keep the artillery off your back. The Confederates seem to be having the better part of it on this side of the field. But there's still a lot of Yankees up here.
Yeah, they're running.
They're running all right, but they're running back to the point of contention. 25 minutes left in this battle, and the Confederates are going to have to do something because the Union are about to take the hottest spot on this battlefield one more time. And you can see Private Plague out here with his pistol doing some work. And the bodies tell the story, man. You can see the hottest part of the battlefield right now has been this corner. So the Confederates trying to catch their breath after that massive attack by the Union. Mostly Jenkins Brigade here and 8th Florida, some Polyhouse here. So we'll see where Hogg and the rest of the guys come in. Looks like they're going to swing around this way. But we've still got a large portion of the 51st New York here in the corner. And there you have it, another counterattack. This is the second one of the match. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left in the battle. And the Confederates are going to have to get up and do it again. Union showing some aggressive tendencies in this battle. Hogg and the boys coming up to find the position of the New Yorkers, and they don't need to look far. They're right there in that corner. And Jenkins Brigade in the road. And here come the remaining reinforcements here.
So do you want us to flank to the right?
We're going to flank right.
I like hearing Hogg and Dishonor make plans together here.
Boys.
We're about to set them.
Confederates definitely working together. 51st not fooled by this tactic. Look at these guys. They know exactly what Hogg and the guys want to do. They come in. Venom sees it. He might have wanted to make another attack, but now that he sees the Florida coming up, he's going to get back for cover here. But there's your Jenkins Brigade right in front. And the 8th Florida with them. It's the whole Confederate Army coming this way. 51st going to be under a lot of pressure here. But they do have a lot of cover behind that fence and rocks there. And the 1st Virginia coming up. Attacking. And Jenkins Brigade falling back under the pressure from the 1st Virginia. But and 51st taking a massive hit from the artillery, but so is Florida. Look at this artillery massacring men in the woods. Hard to see.
Should we fall back? Are we exposed? Push up, push up, push up.
Oh my God, more artillery, more blood, more death. And the Confederates cut to pieces in the woods by the Union artillery.
Left or right?
51st have taken their lumps as well, but they're still here on this fence.
What are they doing?
And only 4 minutes left for the Union to hold this point of contention. The Confederates need to come straight back down to this point and forget about that right-hand side, because they are getting beat up over there. They've only got 4 minutes left. 1st Virginia holding the middle of the road here. More artillery into the Confederate position, and what's left of the Florida fleeing back across the road with the Jenkins Brigade. They don't have a lot of time, and they're running out of it. 4 minutes left. They've got to get back to this point of contention, and they've got to do it now. So an incredible fighting spirit by the Union this weekend. They have really, really put it to the Confederates. So we'll see what the Confederates can do with 4 minutes left, less than 4 minutes left in this counterattack. And it looks like they want to swing around to that right-hand side again. For the number of losses they've taken over here, I'd give up on that. But you can hear the Confederates have equaled it out. Now the Union's taking losses, but the Florida coming back in, but they're not going toward the point of contention with only 3 minutes left. Oh, this Jenkins Brigade right here, and there's Florida right there. So Polyha leading the men back toward the right-hand side, but the point is on the left, and there's only 3 minutes left. We're going to see what happens here. And they continue to try to push this right-hand side with less than 3 minutes. And here's your 1st Virginia in the road, 51st on the fence. They're waiting for this attack. Ooh, one shot and the flagman goes down. So Virginia in a little pinch here. We've got Confederates in the road, but 51st is coming back. They know they only have to hold this for 2.5 minutes, and we see Confederates finally coming this way. Did Hogg come back into the mix? He did. There he is, and he's bringing his Florida back to the point of contention. But he's not going to be able to beat him there. 51st in mass at the point of contention. Venom and the boys made it here first. Hogg only has 2 minutes left to do it. And Jenkins Brigade pushing in behind the Union, so they've got an opportunity to put some heat on them. But with only 1 minute and 55 seconds left, it's going to be hard to push these Union guys off this point unless that artillery wakes up and really gives them hell here. Oh, but Venom's not waiting. They're going to push right into the Florida, into the corner. Florida's here. So are the Union. And the Union streaming in through back behind the shithouse. They're abandoning the point of contention. Oh, massive artillery hitting the Florida. And here come Venom in the 51st as well as the 1st Virginia. Oh, Florida under a massive surge of Union. There's no way they can hold this back. You hear the huzzah. 1 minute left. The blue line is bleeding away. Jenkins Brigade has made it back to the point of contention. 1 minute. Can they get it back and hold it for 1 minute? This is the final gasp here. Will the Confederates be able to do it? Here they go. 51st wiping out the Florida, turning around to change on to the Jenkins Brigade. Jenkins, oh, a massive artillery blast by the 51st once again. And here come a stream of blue bellies, and that blue line is coming back to the Union. You are witnessing the final parts of this battle right here. An incredible, incredible attack by the Union, completely wiping out the Confederates here. Oh, another artillery blast. Just massive bloodshed on the battle today, but there's just no time left for the Confederates to get back into this. An incredible battle. And 14 more seconds. You see Confederates streaming in, but there's just no way they can get here in time. So 51st New York and 1st Virginia really doing it. Look at it. They lost way more men, but they were still able to capture that point of contention. Man, you got to watch that point, and it's really hard when there's so few units and you get so spread out. But the Confederates really got pinned on that right side, and it ended up biting them. So great battle by the 51st New York and the 1st Virginia. If you like that, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Until next time, my name's Jehovah, and I will catch you later. Goodbye.